Hello, I'm Quirk, a trans and gender fluid, multidisciplinary artist from Ithaca, New York, here on Gaigahono land. I'm really excited to share with you my project Transcendence, Queer Restoryation, which explores gender, queerness, mythology, spirituality, and storytelling. This series has now been exhibited in 11 states and 4 countries, and soon, hopefully with your help, it will become a book through Skylark Editions this winter. Transcendence explores many places and paths that are between and beyond supposed binaries: male and female, night and day, land and sea, sky and earth, self and other, self and earth. In this liminality, in these places where there is such fluidity and growth and change and flux and flow, I felt such connection to the world around me, such a celebration and uplifting of my queerness, my fluidity, that I wasn't always finding in the human world. Through being immersed in forests and dunes and shorelines and rivers, I began to see how much queerness there is in nature, and began to hear some of the stories that the land holds for us, even when the people have forgotten or purposely erased the stories. There are so many ways that the media shares such limited stories of gender diversity, and so rarely ones that are connected to spirituality, and so I wanted to explore that much more in depth. Through creating these self-portraits, I was also exploring for myself aspects of ritual and rites of passage. Society does not have many of these anymore, and especially for trans folks, they sometimes can be negative and very harmful. Being forced to go through certain ordeals to be able to be just allowed to be one's full self. Out in the dunes, out in the forest, I was able to live into these much more empowering and uplifting rites of passage and truly meet my full self. The powerful act of queer restoration includes creating new stories, myths, and legends, ones that center queerness and are here to inspire and heal and empower. I'm really excited to share this project with you and hope that it soon makes its way in book form to your home or local library, perhaps some LGBTQ centers. We have a grant to be donating 100 books to LGBTQ centers around the country, and there are over 500 of these centers, so wouldn't it be wonderful if we could donate even more? On to the perks. There are some wonderful perks which include donations to LGBTQ centers and other places, as well as some of these wonderful things you see behind me: posters, postcards, prints. In addition to pre-orders of the book, there are also posters, postcards, a special edition that includes a signed 8x10 archival print and a signed copy of the book. There's also 2-book and 3-book bundles, and I'm also offering talks and workshops to your community or organization. I've done 35 in the last 5 months, and I'd be excited to share more. We've set the goal to $3,000 because that's the minimum that we need to bring this project to life in a small edition, but we are excited to print more books if you are excited to pre-order more books. So please share this with your friends, your family, your local library, anyone that you think might be interested, and thank you so much for your support.